Cardinal Stadium at New Bremen High School, where the Cedarville Indians are here to take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Speedway Lanes, and of course, NKTelco. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. My name is Scott Fry, and I'm going to have all the action tonight as the Cedarville Indians come to town here in Mac Country. The Indians roll in with a 5-5 record overall. They are 3-2 in the bottom half, the south half of the Ohio Heritage Conference, and that puts them in a three-way tie in that conference. They're the 12th seed in Region 28 Division 7 playoffs, and that is the business tonight at hand. Brian Bogerschutz in his first year at the helm with the Cedarville Indians. They've got wins against Middletown Christian in Week 1, East Clinton in Week 2. Week 3, they dropped the game to Triad. They lost to West Jefferson. They lost to West Liberty Salem. But Week 6, they got back on track with wins against Greenon. Week 7, they had a win against Catholic Central. Week 8 and 9 were both losses to Greenview and Southeastern in that order, and then they wrapped up the season last week with a win 49-26 over Madison Plains. So Coach Bogerschutz in his first year is in the expanded playoff format, and he would have been in the playoffs with a 12-team format if we'd have had that. But you can see there the Cedarville Indians now taking the field, and they are here to take on the home team New Bremen Cardinals under the direction of Chris Schmidt. Coach Schmidt is in his 8th season at the helm. Cardinals come in with a record of 7-3 overall. They are 5-3 in the MAC, and that puts them in a three-way tie with Minster and Versailles for a finish of third place in the MAC. Of course, Marion Local ends up undefeated 10-0 on top of the MAC, and then with their win over Coldwater last week, Coldwater finishes 9-1, and then you have the Cardinals, Minster, and Versailles all at 5-3. The Cardinals are the 5th seed in Division 7, Region 28. And they've got wins the first 4 weeks of the season. They got off to a great start. They go 4-0 with wins over Lima Bath, Sidney Lehman Catholic, and then they open the MAC schedule with 2 wins against Parkway and Versailles. They dropped Week 5 to the Marion Local Flyers, bounced back nicely with wins in Week 6 and 7 over Fort Recovery and St. Henry, respectively. They dropped a tough loss to Coldwater in Week 8. They beat Minster Week 9, and then last week went on the road up to Delphi St. John's and lost a tough one up there to the Blue Jays, which, interestingly enough, ended up qualifying the Blue Jays for a berth in the playoffs. So out of the 10 MAC schools, 9 have made the playoffs in this expanded format. The MAC usually does pretty well, getting 5, 6, 7 teams in, depending on the year. That's, something that can be done because there are typically 3 divisions of football in the MAC, Division 5, Division 6, Division 7. So you've got all the schools in the MAC in the playoffs with the exception of the Parkway Panthers. So tonight, unfortunately, the MAC is going to have to start devouring itself in Week 1 as the Anna Rockets make the drive across State Route 119 to take on the Marion Local Flyers in a D6 matchup. Of course, Marion Local, top-ranked team in the state. They have won 26 contests in a row, dating back to their regional final loss to these New Bremen Cardinals, as the Cardinals made their way to a state title that year. And that was a big win for the Cardinals going over to Booster Field, beating Marion Local. And Marion Local has not lost since. They are 26-0, and they are geared up for a big run per usual. The other MAC contest tonight features Fort Recovery visiting the Minster Wildcats just a few miles south of here. You can also see that one on NKTelco Sports and rebroadcast, so that should be a good matchup right there as Minster is really having a nice season. They finished the year 6-4, 5-3 in the MAC after a really tough start to Coach Whiting's career in Minster, 1-9 last year. So nice bounce back for Coach Seth Whiting and company down in Minster. Also playing tonight, St. Henry's going to be taking on Fort Loramie, so that should be a good contest. Fort Loramie, the number 2 seed in this Region 28 Division 7. Let's talk about keys to the game. They are brought to us by Keyhole Pizza. Junkie Bob and Company down in Newport make the best pizza in the area. And the keys to a win from Coach Brian Bogerschutz at Cedarville from Keyhole Pizza is to execute the game plan. which sounds to me like no mistakes. They want to be the more aggressive team, and they want to force turnovers. So those are the Keyhole Pizza 3 keys to a win for the Cedarville Indians. The New Bremen Cardinals, 3 keys to a win from Keyhole Pizza from Coach Chris Schmidt. He wants to get off to a fast start, both offensively by putting points on the board and defensively by holding the Indians to punts or forcing turnovers. He wants to win the turnover battle. Cardinals come in +3 in the turnover column this season, and he also wants to win the special teams battle. So Cedarville won the toss, and they elected to defer. So the Cardinals will have their opportunity to get off to a quick start if they can make something happen on this opening drive. Kicking off is number 81, Jackson Howdyshell, the number 1 wide receiver. It's a short kickoff. Evan Hink will field it at about the 35, and the Cardinals will start on offense. So let's get the Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups for the Cardinals. On offense, number 5, the senior signal caller, second team All-MAC, MAC Player of the Year last year, David Homan. Number 28, Hunter Schaefer, senior running back. Going to be leaning on him quite a bit tonight. Number 1, Aaron Tiemann, junior wide receiver. Number 14, Grant Dickey, sophomore wide receiver. Number 23, Ben Saylor, junior tight end. Number 25, Dylan Bombauer, senior tight end. And then the guys up front at center, number 57, Nolan Kenning. 56, Evan Hink. 58, Carter Elking. 55, Jack Saylor. And 54, Gavin Plyman round out the O-line. And this is Hunter Schaefer. He's going to go around the left side, picks his way around. Gain of about 2. Tackle on the play by Jackson Miller. Let's talk about the Emerson Climate Control starting lineup for the Cedarville defense. Up front, 4 down linemen, defensive lineman, number 51, Chase Baldwin, number 61, Ethan Whitaker, number 74, Caden Odon, number 50, Brody Atkins. The linebackers look like this: number 53, Liam Harris, number 22, linebacker Colt Coffey, number 15, linebacker Jackson Piles, and number 7, linebacker Eli Walker. 3 defensive backs, number 4, Armin Walker, number 8, Josh Floor, number 21, Jackson Miller. As the Cardinals now face a third down and about 3, almost 4 at their own 41-yard line. Holman, little swing pass, got the first down. That's Hunter Schaefer. He's going to get down the near sideline. Little B-button spin move. Makes a guy miss. Drags the quarterback on offense, number 15. Jackson Piles, the linebacker on defense, and that's a big Cardinal first down. So 2 runs and a pass, and the Cardinals pick up their first down of the contest. Gain of 24, 32. Quick little pass, gain of a yard for Aaron Tiemann on that completion. But that big play, little wheel route or swing pass to Hunter Schaefer for a Cardinal first down. So the Cardinals down at the Cedarville 25, just like that. Holman going to roll out. He's going to hit Tiemann. Aaron Tiemann cuts back up a little bit, tries to make something happen. Now he's getting a little push from behind. Dylan Bombauer lending a little muscle there. Gain of about 5 on that play. So 3 completions for the Cardinals signal caller, David Holman. And there goes Hunter Schaefer up the middle. Can't quite keep his feet, but that's going to be a Cardinal first and goal down at the 3. Down at the 4, gain of 16 for Schaefer. So 3 carries, 23 yards, another first down. Cardinals in business, first and goal at the 4. Give us to Schaefer, left side, he's got a crease, he's into the end zone. So the Cardinals, just like Coach drew it up, wanted to get off to a quick start, and with 9:37 to go, Hunter Schaefer punches it in from 4 yards out. Nice mix of pass and run. 3 passes, 4 runs, 7 plays. And a 4-yard scoring drive. or scoring run, excuse me, from Hunter Schaefer. He's going to come on to kick the extra point, the number 2 scorer in Macland. Schaefer, the beneficiary of a good kicking leg and good running legs, and he puts that one through. So with 9:37 to go, the Cardinals take the early lead 7-0 over Cedarville here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Beautiful Friday night. Great night for football, week 11. We are into the playoffs, and it's Division 7 underway as the Cardinals march right down the field. 7 plays, a little over 2 minutes off the clock. And that kick is fielded back in the corner. And here comes number 81. That is their leading receiver, Jackson Howdyshell. And the Cardinals pin them back down near the 10. At the 14-yard line. So 9:29 is where this drive will start. We'll see if Cedarville can answer the Cardinal touchdown drive. Pass is complete out to near the 20. Gain of about 6. And that is 81, Jackson Howdyshell.
Looks to be a gain of 5 on the play on the stop for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they'll mark him out at the 20, start at the 14, so that's a gain of 6. So a little bit about the Cedarville team. Quarterback Jackson Piles comes in as I believe he is a junior. Yeah, junior quarterback, number 2 quarterback in the Ohio Heritage Conference. 149 completions, 248 attempts, 1,835 yards as they go around the left side. That is number 4, Armin Walker. He gains 4.
The 3rd and 1, he's brought down by number 25, Dylan Bumbauer.
And as you hear in the background there, Dylan Bumbauer on the tackle. But at any rate, Jackson Piles comes in, number 2 quarterback in the conference.
Jackson Piles will take it on a quarterback.
He's 149 of 248, 1,835 yards, 12 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and Piles runs for 3 yards and a Cedarville first down. So the Indians off to a nice start on this drive as they have it now 1st and 10 at their 28. Piles, you're seeing the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 up top. We'll get you the starting lineup here. Piles back to pass. Here comes pressure. He steps up and avoids it. Nice athletic play. Floats one out there, just throwing that one away. So the Cardinals bring a little pressure there. Dylan Bumbauer helping Piles to his feet. Here are the offensive starters for Cedarville, brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Number 50, Brody Atkins up front. Number 53, Liam Harris. Number 61, Ethan Whitaker. Number 51, Chase Baldwin. Number 77, Jacob Adams. At tight end is number 7, Eli Walker. The wide receivers, number 4, Armin Walker. Number 8, Josh Flora. Number 81, Jackson Howdyshell. The running back, number 22, Colt Coffey. And the quarterback, as I mentioned, number 15, Jackson Piles. 2nd and 10 from the 28. Piles going to go down the far sideline. Aaron Tieman's back there, knocks it down. That falls incomplete, so a couple of incomplete passes. And Cedarville now with a 3rd and 10. Talk to you here for a moment about the Cardinal starters. Again, brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. The defensive backfield looks like this. 2 corners, Aaron Tiemann, number 1, and Grant Dickey, sophomore, number 14 at the corners. David Holman back there, the Cardinals' leading tackler at safety. Evan Eink, Number 56 is a linebacker. Number 25, Dylan Bombauer, also a linebacker. Also see Ben Saylor in there at linebacker. And Cardinals blitz, and they are bringing the house. And nice catch, throw and catch, and man, he is loose in the defensive backfield. Cardinals brought the house, and that gave Howdy Shell just enough room to get free in that defense, and it is a big Cedarville first down out to the Cardinal 40-yard line. Gain of 32. Nice play there. Again, the Cardinals brought 5. Hayden Zeller, also a starter at linebacker. And then up front, you'll see Nolan Kenning, number 57, Carter Elking, 58, and 54, Gavin Plyman. We're going to try the right side this time. That one's out of the reach of number 8, Josh Flora.
Pass falls incomplete. 10 for number 8, Josh Flora.
So Cedarville
Heading for the Cardinals was number 2,
coming out, throwing, and a big play gets them a first down inside Cardinal territory. Nice pitch and catch. I'll tell you that Jackson Howdy Shell, the third best wide receiver in the conference, 38 catches for 667 yards and 6 scores. And he is a big boy. Howdy Shell goes 6'2", 200, as you see there. He's a lot to bring down. Here comes the Cardinal blitz. Dylan Bombauer's there, and they swallow up Piles. And he's going to lose 9.
Dylan Bombauer.
Nope, they're going to lose 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
So now Cedarville with a long 3rd and 18. That's, by my reckoning, 3rd down in Kettlersville to go here. Let's see what they've got in the playbook for this. Cardinals need to keep track of where number 81's hanging out, as he's very clearly the top receiving weapon. He is at the top of the screen, lined up right on the 50. That's Coffee in the backfield with the quarterback Piles. Piles drops back, forced to the left. Good coverage downfield. He's going to have to throw it away, live to play another down. In his face, number 74 for the Cardinals, that is Noah Kelly.
74, Noah Kelly.
And we'll see here if Cedarville wants to punt. See some fresh shirts coming on. And they are going to send Howdy Show back to punt to the Cardinals. Cardinals will send number 14, Grant Dickey, and number 1, Aaron Tiemann. They're back at their 18, as Cedarville on a 4th and 18 is going to elect to kick this one away. And Howdy Show, beautiful high kick all the way inside the 10. And Dickey's going to field it at the 5, makes a guy miss. He's up the right sideline. Boy, nice tackle out there, though. Couple of Indians.
14, Grant Dickey fields the punt. He'll take it across the 10.
53 on the tackle, Liam Harris.
Where he's brought down by number 53.
Nice play to pin the Cardinals. And they're going to start at their own 14-yard line, nose of the ball. So a 6-play drive stalls in Cardinal territory. And the give is to Hunter Schaefer. He finds a seam outside the B gap, the right guard, and goes 9 yards.
Hands off to number 28, Hunter Schaefer.
So nice run on first down for Schaefer.
Number 7, Eli Walker.
5 carries, 36 yards so far on the night. Hunter Schaefer on the season, first team All-MAC running back, 7.71 yards per carry. And we got a ball on the ground, and Cedarville saying they've got it. Aaron Tiemann. And it is indeed a Cedarville recovery, fumble recovery.
Looks like there's a fumble on the play, recovered by the Indians.
So they are in business. So Aaron Tiemann, stop for no gain. But the big news on that play is coughing up the football. So Cedarville in business down here at the Cardinal 23. 5:52 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard as Cedarville in business now. 2 receivers left. Here comes Coffee, and he's stuffed in the hole. First contact there. Evan Iyink, number 50. So, excuse me, Carter Elking, number 58, second team All-MAC defensive lineman. And that's actually a loss of a yard for Coffee. So his first carry goes for -1. Clock's running, 5:23 here in the first. Cardinals up 7-0. If you just joined us, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm Scott Fry. Glad to have you here tonight. 3 receivers out to the left. Coffee in the backfield. Quick hitter over there, and it's picked off. Grant Dickey. He's got nothing but grass. He's down the right sideline, and it's looking like a pick 6 to the house for the sophomore Cardinals. Defense takes it back. Just like that, we'll trade you turnover for turnover, say the Cardinals. And Grant Dickey, 76-yard pick 6. Wow. Man, he just stepped in front of that. Piles floated the ball out there. He was trying to just make a little swing pass, and the sophomore read it beautifully, and there was nobody there. So just like that, 5 minutes to go. Hunter Schaefer lining up to kick another one. Grant Dickey, 76-yard, pick 6. And the extra point is good, and that makes our score New Bremen 14, Cedarville 0, here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Nice buzz in the home crowd here in New Bremen on a chilly night as Grant Dickey provides the fireworks, steps in front of a little floater. I don't think Piles ever saw him coming. And man, he took that to the house, 76 yards untouched as the Cardinals, just like Coach Schmidt said in his keys to the game from Keyhole Pizza, wanted to get off to a quick start on offense, and he did that. And he also wanted to get off to a quick start on defense, and he did that. And so Hunter Schaefer with maybe a little extra on that kickoff, a little adrenaline. And that one drops in the end zone harmlessly, and Cedarville now will take over on their own, or they'll start this drive, I should say, on their own 20. So with 5 minutes to go here in the first, Cardinals fumbled it away. And then the next play to the house. Man, Dickey just read that perfectly. That ball just floated. It was just a little swing pass to the left side. And Dickey timed it, stepped in front of it, and that was all she wrote. Bing, bang, boom, off we go. Score update, Fort Laramie already ahead of St. Henry 7-0 as the Indians try Coffee over the left side, and he loses 2.
22, Colt Coffee, the ball carrier, stopped for a 2-yard loss by number 44, Johnny Heitkamp, brings up second down.
So Coffee off to a tough start here. 2 carries, -3 yards. So the Cardinal run defense so far getting the job done. Cedarville's got 5 carries for a -4 yards total net. 2 receivers right, 1 left, and that pretty popular shotgun wing T look. Piles gonna float to his left. Here comes the pressure. Gavin Plyman slowed him down and in to clean things up. Carter Elking and Johnny Heitkamp. So Piles is gonna lose 4 more. That'll be 3rd down 16 now. They've got to get out all the way out to the 30. They're standing at the 14. So the Cardinal defense toughening up here. A little miscue on the fumble, but it didn't hurt them. Back to pass, it is 5. A little quick hitter out here. And right there to bring him down, Ben Saylor. Nice job. Pass complete for about 4.
7, Eli Walker. He's stopped by number 23, Ben Saylor. Brings up 4th down.
So Eli Walker with his first catch. Just a gain of 4. And they will send Jackson Howdyshell back to his goal line, the 1-yard line, to punt this away. So the Cardinals are going to be benefactors of some great field position. Howdyshell steps to his right, kind of a short punt, maybe off the side of his foot, and carries out of bounds right around the 43-42, right here in front of Coach Schmidt. He's kindly stepping forward to mark that ball. And the Cardinals now will take over. So he couldn't have drawn up a better start if you're a New Bremen Cardinals fan. Opening drive touchdown, hold on defense, little fumble miscue, but take it right back. Pick 6, 76 yards, excuse me. Now David Holman in the shotgun, he's going to give to Hunter Schaefer. He's going to try the right side. Finds a little seam, but boy, nice tackle in there. That is number 21, Jackson Miller, the junior, 5'6", 130. The best way to go at Hunter Schaefer when you're that small is at the knees, and he upended Schaefer on that run after a gain of 3. Cardinals taking their time. Off comes Dylan Baumauer. Got an equipment situation or something going on there. Grant Dickey now lined up wide right. Wokley Gugeg in the game here at slot receiver, number 20. Back to pass is Homan. Rolls to his left, floats it out to Ben Saylor at the 30. Cut down, but not before. He picks up a 1st down, gain of 11.
He's brought down by 21, Jackson Miller. All the play as a Cardinal 1st down.
And Cardinals going to play a little tempo now. And Holman off to a nice start here with 4 straight completions. Now Hunter Schaefer going to bounce, gain of about a yard.
28, Hunter Schaefer, the ball carrier, take it right up the middle for a gain of 1.
It's the 4th first down for the Cardinals.
15, Jackson Piles brings up 2nd down.
Hayden Zeller, number 83, going to come in. Lines up as a tight end. He'll bring in the play. And the Cardinals opting to keep their quarterback fresh for the playoff run. Haven't seen him run the ball yet as Wokley Gugeg in motion. Hunter Schaefer going to go the other direction. Left side, he's got daylight down inside the 20 to about the 13, 12.
The left side where he's brought down by number 21. Jackson Miller, number 8.
And that's a Cardinal 1st down. Down at the 17, excuse me, gain of 14. And now we got a little stoppage, and that's going to be a timeout by Cedarville. That's a precision strip timeout, so we'll take it with them. 1:40 to go in the first. New Bremen up 14-0, and they are driving here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Beautiful night for football, week 11. And the MAC busy tonight. Some scores here. My buddy Joel Niekamp hooking me up here. He runs camera work for the Cardinal football program. Minster all over Fort Recovery early, 21-8. LCC all over Tiffin Calvert early, 20-0. This is Dylan Baumauer around the right side, down inside the 10. Close to a Cardinal 1st down, and that's a gain of 11 for Baumauer. Haven't seen him carry the ball too much. But boy, oh boy, hard run. And the Cardinals now first and goal with a gain of 11 on that play. They're down at the 6. Also going on, Fort Laramie now up to a 14-0 lead over St. Henry. Marion Local 3-0 over Anna, and Coldwater 14-0 over North Union. We'll talk a little bit about playoff brackets and so forth later as the evening wears on. Cardinals will send 2 receivers way wide left, and this will be Hunter Schaefer. He makes a guy miss, but the second guy back there, nice tackle. That's number 4, Armin Walker, and that'll be 0 gain on that. That's the only time they've stopped. That's the 9th carry. Hunter Schaefer, 54 yards. So by my math, that's 6 yards a carry. That's the first time they've held him. So the Cardinals, as time winds down here in the first, 42 seconds to go in the First National Bank scoreboard, trying to punch one in and go up by 3 scores early. And Homan's going to keep it. He's going to foul his blocker, slips, and still falls forward for about 3 yards. We're going to mark him at the 2. So a gain of 4. That's his first carry of the night. Again, as I said, they're trying to keep the mileage low for David Homan tonight, just to keep him fresh for the playoffs. Probably don't want to show anything if they don't have to. And when you've got a workhorse like Hunter Schaefer, why would you do it, right? So we'll put Aaron Tiemann in motion. Homan's going to roll to his left, float one out there, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Nice play up the ladder, high points it. Let me get a number for you. That's number 7. Excuse me, number 8, Josh Flora. So 2 turnovers here. A little uncharacteristic of the Cardinals. Here in the first quarter, 2 turnovers. So that drive snuffed out. The Cardinals looking like they're going to open up and do some damage here. However, Cedarville has other ideas. And Flora, number 8, Josh Flora, the junior, 6'1", 160. High point said, goes up in front of Ben Saylor. The ball floated and was short, and he made a great play on the ball. So Cedarville now out at their own 20. Back to pass, Piles. Flora falls down, makes a stab at it.
Piles' pass is intended for number 8, Josh Flora. Falls incomplete. Defending for the Cardinals was number 2, Cale Tangeman.
And that one falls incomplete, and that's going to bring an end to the first quarter. So with 1 in the books, the Cardinals lead 14-0 here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. I'd like to thank Athletic Director Mr. Chad Wells for their hospitality here. Always a pleasure to call games here in New Bremen. Of course, I might be just a little biased. But, yeah, great place to come do sports here at Cardinal Stadium. Thanks very much for the hospitality. There's a big pass. That one's going to fall short. Intended for Howdy Shell.
Intended for number 81, Jackson Howdy Shell. Defending for the Cardinals is number 1, Aaron Tiemann. Brings up 3rd and 10.
So early on here, Jackson Piles is 3 of 7 for 36. That's not right. My math is crazy. Let me fix that. 48 yards. I apologize. So 3 of 7 for 48 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for the Indians. They are out of the Ohio Heritage Conference. Piles is going to keep it. Finds a little seam on the right side, and then he's buried at about the 26. So a gain of 6 on that run. That brings him to a net -3. He's been sacked a couple times. And it looks like Cedarville's going to have to go ahead and punt this one away. They're 4th and 5. So they will send Howdy Shell back to his 10, and Aaron Tiemann will be out at the 42. Here comes the kick, and it's a boomer. Tiemann at the 34, out to the 40, trying to get that blocking to set up. And boy, nice job getting off of his block there was Liam Harris, the junior linebacker. You saw David Holman blocking him. Harris shed the block and brought Tiemann down, so the Cardinals now, with excellent field position, will go back to work, starting this drive at their 40. 11:15 to go before intermission. And then you're going to get a penalty against the Cardinals. That's going to back them up 10 yards. I did not see what the call was. I'm going to guess holding. Yep, sure was. That's the first penalty of the contest. Cardinals now with 6 first downs. 49 through the air. And almost 70 on the ground. Here's Hunter Schaefer, left side. Oh, he gets through the hole. He's so quick. And he makes a guy miss, and he's going to go to the house, down the left side. Bing, bang, boom. That's all she wrote. Hunter Schaefer, 70 to the house.
Number 28, Hunter Schaefer will take it in for a 70-yard touchdown.
Doing Hunter Schaefer things. You love to see it if you're a Cardinal fan. So just like that, Cardinals first play from scrimmage here in the second. First play of the drive started at their own 30. And Hunter Schaefer gonna try the extra point. A little bit lower kick, but that one is through and good. So at the 11:02 mark, second quarter, the Cardinals bust this one wide open. They lead 21-0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to New Bremen. Hunter Schaefer, such a patient runner. I've said it all season. He gets through the left side, the B gap outside the guard, between the guard and the tackle, slips through the line of scrimmage. Linebacker met him there, made him miss, and then Hunter's got this second, like a passing gear, and he dropped it in there, and that was the end of it, 70 yards to pay dirt. And here comes Flora. He's going to get up over the 20-yard line to about the 23, where Cedarville will start 1st and 10. So the Indians really need to make something happen here on offense, as they are kind of backs against the wall already here in the second quarter. And the Cardinals will come out of the locker room and get the football, will kick the football off. So Cedarville does have that going for them. They can build on that if they can get something going on this drive. So they just need to be patient. Play by play. Their opening drive, 6 plays before they had to punt. They got down into Cardinal territory before the Cardinal defense tightened up. Piles elects to pull it down and doesn't like what he sees for throwing, so Hayden Zeller will bring him to rest at the 30, and that's going to be a gain of 8.
Quarterback scramble around the left side, picks up 7. He's brought down by number 57, Nolan Kenning.
So right out of the 30-yard line.
Brings up second down.
And that pulls Piles into positive territory in the rushing column tonight. 4 yards net on 5 carries. He's got Josh Flora and Armin Walker out wide right, and then he's got Howdy Shell right down here on the near sideline. Now Piles going to keep it up the middle. And nice run there, gain of 3. That's enough for an Indian first down. Good read that time by Piles. Saw a seam in the middle. Dylan Bombauer shut the door, but not until Cedarville picks up a first down. So nice play there, good read. So many teams now run that kind of that read option zone offense. 2 tight ends set now, 2 receivers left. Empty backfield for the Indians. Cardinals show blitz. And Iyink gets in the backfield, gives to Coffey. He'll pick up 2, his first positive yardage of the night.
Number 22, Cole
Looked like
Coffey, the ball carrier, picks up 2 on
Gavin
the play.
Plyman on the stop, number 54.
Gavin Plyman brings up second down.
Second down and 8 now for the Indians. Delphos St. John's and Arlington, last time I heard that was tied at 7. Delphos St. John's made the playoffs courtesy of their victory over these Cardinals last week. So congratulations to Coach Todd Schulte and the Blue Jays. Piles floats one out there. That's what got him in trouble last time. Boy, beautiful stick right there for the Cardinals. Pass is complete to Coffey. Or number 8, sorry, Josh Flora. Owen Rindler on the stop, number 88 for the Cardinals for no gain. So 4 of 8 passing for 48 yards. And that was to Josh Flora, number 8. Third down and 8 now for the Indians. They are out at their 35-yard line. Piles back to pass, going to roll right, looking right. And boy, oh boy, almost picked off right there. Cale Tangeman in there to play some defense on Flora. And that's going to go down as an incomplete pass. Nice play there, Cale Tangeman, 5'7" junior, flashes up there and gets in front of that ball and knocks it away. And this will be the 4th punt of the night for the Indians, as they get another 6-play drive, but unable to keep it going. Howdy Shell bounces one back to Aaron Team, and he wisely lets that one go as there are Indians in the neighborhood. And so Jackson Miller will down that ball, and the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15. 8:26 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Thanks for joining me tonight. Cardinals win tonight. They will, of course, play Week 12, and location to be determined. They're going to face the winner of the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers at the DeGraff Riverside Pirates. If Lehman wins, they will come to New Bremen, as the Cardinals will be the higher seed. If DeGraff wins, the New Bremen team will travel to Logan County to DeGraff to take on the Pirates. So we'll see how that goes as Hunter Schaefer picks up about a yard on that carry. A lot of action. Week 11. As again, they've expanded to a 16-team playoff format. And most coaches I talk to are pretty well in favor of that. Again, it gets you extra reps in your program. And if you don't think that makes a difference, look at the teams who are in the playoffs on an annual basis. They're playing a lot of extra football when they play after Week 10. And that does nothing but improve your team. And now Holman floats one down there. And boy, nice play back there by Jackson Miller to break that up. Aaron Tiemann was the intended receiver. But Jackson Miller did a nice job back there. Not a real big guy, just 5'6", 130. Going up against Aaron Tiemann, who's 5'11", so a 5-inch difference there. And Miller able to get back there and knock it away. So the Cardinals now have a 3rd down and 9. And they are at their own, looks like they're actually on the 17, so the drive started on their own 16. Holman back to pass, looking to his left. He's got Aaron Tiemann a little bit high, a little bit outside. Tiemann unable to pull that down, so I think the Cardinals are going to have to make their first punting attempt. And they will punt it back to Cedarville here with 7:37 to go here in the first. And they will send Hayden Zeller back to punt. Another Cardinal first teamer. I believe the Cardinals have a record number of players in All MAC honors as Hayden Zeller kicks this away. High floater. It's going to bounce at about the 45 and take a Cardinal roll. And that'll go all the way to the Cedarville 46, where Nolan Kenning will down that, and so Cedarville will start at their own 46. Excellent field position, not the best field position they've had. They started at the 24 of the Cardinals after a fumble, and disaster struck as that's where the pick six occurred as Grant Dickey took it 76 to the house. So out comes number 15, the junior, Jackson Piles, again, the number 2 passer in the Ohio Heritage Conference, over 1,800 yards on the season. Double tight end set. Actually, one of those tight ends is Coffee, number 22 on the left side. 2 receivers top. Piles design run right up the middle. Cardinals collapse. Nice play, Noah Kelly. First blood, if you will, for the Cardinals to hold Piles to 0 positive yards on that run. So Cardinals do a nice job of recognizing that designed quarterback run, and they snuff it out. Second down 10 now from the Cedarville 46. Also a player to watch for the Indians. I'd written it down here. Let me find it. Number 21, Jackson Miller. I mentioned his name already, but he is number 1 in the conference with 5 picks this year. 2 forced fumbles and a fumble recovery, so a busy young man on defense. And now Piles finds Howdy Shell over the middle for an 8-yard completion. So Piles 5 of 10 for 56 yards. Howdy Shell, 3 catches, 48 yards, so brings up third down and about 2 or a long 1 here as Cedarville crosses the midfield stripe. Number 30 coming in now for the Indians. That's Isaiah Christian, a freshman running back. And it looks like they're going to go kind of jumbo I formation here, bring the tight ends in and see if they can't just power this thing. Cardinals will stack the line of scrimmage. Here comes Coffee. He gets stood up. Nothing doing. No gain right there. I didn't get the number of the truck that New Bremen parked in that hole. I think it was Noah Kelly, number 74. So New Bremen stacks the line of scrimmage and forces Cedarville into a 4th down decision. They are over the midfield stripe, so they're looking like they're going to go for it down here. Down 3 scores. I don't blame first-year coach Brian Bogenschutz for this decision. Let's make something happen, he says. So he's going to signal the play in. As you see, Jackson Piles, the junior quarterback, looking over there. Is 5 of 10 for 56 yards. He does have an interception. So let's see what they do here. Back in the shotgun, Coffee off the right hip. Piles back to pass, looks left. Now he's going to pull it down. Now he's going to roll left. He's under pressure. Floats one out there. Oh, low, number 7, Eli Walker. That's a big Indians first down at the 20, gain of 26. He just got behind the Cardinal coverage. They lost him.
To number 7, Eli Walker. He's brought down by number 21, Troy Homan. Be first and 10.
So 26-yard gain. And more importantly for the Indians, another first down. That's their 4th of the contest as they are now at the front door of the Cardinal red zone. 1st and 10 at the New Bremen 20. So nice job of getting open there by number 7, the tight end Eli Walker. I think the Cardinals kind of lost track, and they throw some blitz action there at Piles. Carter Elking, Ben Saylor, and Aiden Zeller all up in that one. That's going to fall harmlessly to the turf. So the Cardinals, Marcus Overman, you see him there in the yellow pullover out at about the 30-yard line signaling in the defense. The defensive coordinator here in his first year. The Cardinal defense has been really stout this season in a tough football conference. And he dialed up the blitz, not afraid to do it because he's got the men up front, and he's confident that the coverage will hold, as has done most of the year. So nice luxury to have in high school football when you can dial that blitz up. Piles now looking left, tip ball. Nice job there. I believe that was Gavin Plyman that got his hands on it. Or Hayden Zeller. Hayden Zeller goes 6'7" with a wingspan to match. You see there 83 on the right side of the Cardinal D-line. So nice job by Hayden Zeller. Out comes Gavin Plyman, and in comes number 68, and that is Marcus Spielman. Marcus Spielman, good to see him back on the field. He had an ankle injury. Marcus, another Cardinal with first-team All-MAC honors at offensive guard. So good for him. Nice to see Marcus with that success. Piles back to pass. He's got time. He's got Howdy Shell in the end zone. He catches it, and they're going to give it to him. He was in bounds. Hayden Zeller was trying to help the official by saying, oh, he's out of bounds, but the official's right there to make the call. So a little floater up there. Jackson Howdy Shell with a 20-yard reception for a Cedarville touchdown. Nice pitch and catch. And that puts Piles over the century mark, passing 7 of 14, 102 yards, and now a touchdown. 4:38 to go as Howdy Shell now going to try to make the extra point. And that kick is up, and that kick is good by a lot. And so with 4:38 to go, Cedarville strikes with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Piles to Howdy Shell. And your score is New Bremen 21, Cedarville 7 here at NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium at New Bremen High School. Cedarville on the board. Nice pitch and catch. Piles floats one to the left side of the end zone, and Jackson Howdy Shell battles a Cardinal defender. I didn't see who was back there on defense. I think it was Hayden Zeller, and there was another Cardinal over there as well, maybe Aaron Tiemann. But either way, Howdy Shell comes down with a nice catch for the Indian touchdown. This is Ben Saylor. He's over the 35, spin move, hits the B button, and they'll bring him down right at about the 39. The 40-yard line. So Cardinals in business again with excellent field position. So if you're Coach Schmidt here, 4:31 to go, plenty of time to get down there and get some more points on the board. As we have seen, this Cedarville offense, no stranger to scoring points. They hung a 49-burger on Madison Plains last week in a win, 49-26. And here's Hunter Schaefer now, more of the same. Why not? And he's free again. I don't know how he does it down the right sideline. Big old stiff arm. Yeah. Cardinal first down. Woo-hoo-hoo. 43 yards and a big old cloud of stiff arm. Oh, man. Hunter Schaefer. And that's 98. On the first half, 11 carries, 98 yards. Hunter Schaefer wants more, and he's going to step out of bounds right around the 22, 21. They'll mark him at the 21. That's a gain of a yard. Man, he just slips through that hole very patiently, lets that hole open up, and then steps on the gas. That passing gear kicks in, and, man, he's tough to bring down. You saw that big old stiff arm. Nice pass out there. I think Blake Suchlin, the recipient of that one, and then he loses it out of bounds.
Bowman's pass is complete to number 10.
And that was Blake Suchlin on the reception.
Number 7, Eli Walker, brings up third down.
Gain of 4. So David Holman having some good success throwing the ball here in the first half. 4 of 7, 53 yards. He does have an INT. That last Cardinal drive, or 2 drives ago, ended in the end zone. And Holman's going to keep it over the right side. Big seam right up the middle. He's got first down yardage, and he is brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the Cardinal off a 13-yard run. The Cardinals now in the red, not only in the red zone, but inside the 5. It is first and goal at the 4. And this drive really blown open by Hunter Schaefer with a 43-yard carry. And now the Cardinals knocking on the door. First and goal from the 4, 3:49 to go. Told you there was plenty of time for this prolific offense to get it going. And Holman's going to skip left, and he's going to drop his shoulder through a guy and into the end zone. Cardinal touchdown.
Cardinal touchdown.
So just like that, Cardinals answer. David Holman calls his own number, 4 yards to the end zone. We'll wait the point after as Hunter Schaefer and company getting ready to try the extra point. You'll see Ryland Bussey, excuse me, did I just say that? Ryland Bussey, the backup quarterback, is going to hold. I cannot believe I just said Ryland Bussey. I've called his older brother's name for 4 years, Reese Bussey. My apologies, Ryland, and your family. And Hunter Schaefer puts one through again. And just like that, the Cardinals in under a minute goes 60 yards. And it is 28-7 New Bremen here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to New Bremen. Here's Hunter Schaefer kicking it off. Oh, what a beautiful kick. Oh, man. Just into the end zone. Touchback 2 in a row for the senior kicker. And Cedarville will begin this drive at their own 20. So the Cardinal drives look like this. Opening drive, 7 plays, 4-yard touchdown run from Hunter Schaefer. Then they go 1 play, fumble it away. Then the pick 6, and then they start at the Cedarville 41, drive it down, throw a pick in the end zone. Then they go 70-yard drive, touchdown run, or it's a 70-yard touchdown run by Hunter Schaefer on the next drive. Then they punt, and then this last drive, 60 yards, capped off by a home and 4-yard touchdown run. Cedarville now wide open, no backs in the backfield. And number 4 is going to get it. That's Walker. He's going to go left for about a half a yard. They're going to call it no gain. Brings up second down 10 now for Cedarville. Cedarville drives look like this. 6 to a punt, pick 6, 3 and out to a punt. The end of the first quarter ends up punting at the end of that drive, another punt. And then finally their last drive, they go from their own 46, 54-yard drive, capped off by a 20-yard touchdown pass from Piles to Howdy Show. Piles alone in the backfield, looks right. Now he's got to roll away. This, you see Howdy Show try to come back for it. Cardinals pressure being applied back there by, I think that's Hunter Schaefer. No, sorry, Carter Elking, 58. Nice job of getting back there and rushing the throw. So the Cardinal defense has done a really great job tonight bringing pressure. As you see Noah Kelly spelling out Gavin Plyman. Such an important luxury to have in high school football when you can rotate defensive linemen in and out all night. Keeps fresh legs late in the game. Big difference maker, excuse me. Cardinals now 5 at the line of scrimmage, cheating up a linebacker. Pile empty backfield. He's going to run all the way. Tries the right side. Dylan Bombauer says, no thank you, sir.
Piles on the keeper, stop for note. Picks up 1 on the play.
Gain of about a yard. And that's going to bring Howdy Shell back out to punt. 2:36 to go. So, gosh, the Cardinals, they're going to send Aaron Tiemann out and he's going to be out at about his own 45. So the Cardinals, barring any bizarre circumstances here, and Grant Dickey will go back there with Tiemann. They're setting up a return. See if the Cardinals can get good field position. They scored in under a minute on their last drive from 60 yards away. Let's see what they can do with this one. As the Cardinals, Ben Saylor almost gets a piece of it, and a very short punt. So a gift from the Indian punter, as New Bremen is going to start this drive at the 30. So not what you want to see if you're Coach Bogenschutz of the Indians. A very bad time for a short punt. And so the Cardinals now with 2:11 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard, up 28-7. I will try and get you some score updates from around the playoff brackets and get that to you as we start the second half. When we get to that point, David Holman back to pass. He's going for it all. He's got, almost intercepted. He was intending to complete that to Dylan Kramer, number 13. Ball kind of hung up on him, and Armin Walker had a shot at that. Couldn't bring it down, so second down and 10 for the Cardinals. Holman 5 of 8 for 53 yards and a touchdown run. Hunter Schaefer's got 2 touchdown runs. And then Grant Dickey, pick 6. Here goes Hunter Schaefer. He's going to go over the left side. Nice job. Boy, a linebacker. I didn't get the number, but, man, he did a nice job. Kind of a backside, followed Hunter Schaefer. That was Colt Coffey on the stop. As it is, Schaefer still gets 2. So his 13th carry takes him over 100 yards as the senior running back for the Cardinals. Also a first-team All-MAC performer at place kicker. So the Cardinal special teamers, punter and kicker, are both first teamers. And then Marcus Spielman at guard, a first teamer. And then David Holman at safety. And we're going to get the first penalty called against Cedarville, and they're going to get flagged for offsides. So that'll go from 3rd and 9 to 3rd and 4.
Offsides against the Indians will be 5-yard penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
So the Cardinals now with the ball at about the 24. They need to get to the 20. Holman's backfield with Hunter Schaefer. This is Dylan Bombauer with the catch, just short, going to be about a yard short of the first down. So 4th and 1, I would assume the Cardinals will go for this. I love the idea, the Cardinals running these very high percentage passes, easy to get completions, and they're getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. As you see there, Dylan Bombauer, good runner, did a nice job on the tackle that time. So the Cardinals, 4th and 1 here. Again, under a minute to go here on the First National Bank scoreboard before the half. Holman will keep it. Easy decision there. And he's got exactly what he needs for that first down. It is first down Cardinals at the 20. And that will stop the clock long enough to move the chains. Well, boy, oh boy, that's not a very friendly spot. I'll just go ahead and say it. Holy cow, I think the Cardinals just got bested by the officials. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. That's pretty poor. So Cedarville will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Not one to be very critical of the officials while I'm working, but that was not good. So Cedarville now, 41 seconds to go here before the half. First down and 10. The benefactors of a very generous spot, in my humble opinion, from all the way up here atop the press box where my vision is absolutely perfect. Good news for the Cardinals is there's only 41 ticks on the clock, so they're going to have to play some defense, keep everything in front of them. Now Gavin Plyman will come out and onto the field to take over. He'll jump into the middle guard position. Brett Schaefer, number 22, he'll go into that D-line. Oh, they're going to put him out at right end. Sometimes he lines up right in the middle. So passing over to the right side, and Cale Tangem in there to make the tackle, and that is caught by Flora. Gain of 6. Second down and 4. That's Flora's second catch. has to step out and avoid the pressure, and he does so. Eli Walker.
Pass is complete to number 7, Eli Walker.
Gain of 2.
Out of bounds, brings up third down.
So 9 of 16 for 110 yards and a pick and a touchdown is Jackson Piles, the Cedarville junior quarterback, second best quarterback in their conference, the Ohio Heritage Conference. He's got one back behind him. That is number 30, Isaiah Christian. And the give is to Christian. A little quick hitter. He's got a man holding him, and he does manage to get first down yardage, gain of 5.
Number 30, Isaiah Christian, the ball carrier.
So that'll be a Cedarville first down, stops the clock with 11 seconds to go, but they will refire the clock, and now we will get a Cedarville timeout, precision strip timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. When we
First half scores, Coldwater 20, North Union 0.
So Coldwater's up 20-0.
0.
Marion Local 23-0. 14-14, Fort Loramie St. Henry.
Fort Recovery 8.
Minster 36, Fort Recovery 8.
Riverside 7.
And Lehman Catholic 10, Riverside 7. And that's an important score for the Cardinals, because if Lehman were to hang on and win that game, that would bring the Cardinals back here if they hang on and win tonight. Minster 36, Fort Recovery 8, Fort Loramie St. Henry 14-14. And then Marion Local 23, Anna 0. I can't remember the last time Marion Local's been scored on. 1781 or something was the year, right after the First Continental Congress. Just an amazing job by Tim Goodwin and company out there in Flyer country. 3 receivers to the left. Piles back to pass. He's got a little time. And nice interception. Dylan Bombauer, he could go. He's got blockers. He lets him set up. He's down to the 20, inside the 20, out of bounds at the 17, and that will do it for the first half. So the Cardinals slam the door on the Cedarville drive to end the half. And when we come back, we'll get you some stats and highlights on the Wagner's IGA Stats and Highlights Report. It's Cardinals 28, Cedarville 7 here on NKTelco Sports. See ya third quarter.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium at New Bremen High School. I'm Scott Fry. Thanks for joining us. It's time for the Wagner's IGA halftime stats and highlights. Tell you how we got to our halftime score with the Cardinals all over this one, 28-7. Big first half of offense for the New Bremen Cardinals, and defense for that matter. So let's just do a quick rundown of how we got to our score. Try to keep track of the drives for you here. The opening drive, Cardinals 7 plays. They start at their own 34, so 66 yards in 7 plays. Capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Hunter Schaefer, 7-0 at that point. Cedarville, 6 plays. They had to punt. And then the Cardinals get it back at their own 14. They run a play and fumble. So Cedarville starts at the Cardinal 24 where they got that fumble, but throws an interception, and Grant Dickey takes it 76 yards to the house for the pick 6. So 14-0 Cardinals at that point. Cedarville gets it at their own 20 after a touchback, 3-and-out punt. Cardinals get the ball at the Cedarville 41, drive it down into the end zone, and Holman throws an interception. So Cedarville, that's about as far as you can bend without breaking right there. They end that Cardinal drive. Cedarville gets it at their own 20. The first quarter ends, but they end up punting at the end of that drive. Cardinals get it at their own 30. And Hunter Schaefer takes it to the house from there, 70-yard touchdown for his second score of the night. Cedarville starts at their own 22, just under 11 minutes to go before halftime, 6 plays and punt. Cardinals take over 8.5 minutes to go at their own 16, 3 and out, punt. Cedarville gets it at their own 46, and they drive 54 yards and cap that off with a 20-yard pass from Jackson Piles to Jackson Howdy Shell. Point after is good. It's 21-7 at that point. And then the Cardinals take the next drive 60 yards. There was a 43-yard run in the middle of that drive by Hunter Schaefer. David Holman caps that off with a touchdown run. And then Cedarville gets it at their own 20. They end up punting. Cardinals start at their own off of a turnover. They start at the Cedarville 30, unable to do anything with it. And then Cedarville gets the final drive at their own 20 and throw an interception to end the half. So that was that drive. The Cardinals went for it on 4th and 1 and got that interesting spot. And so let's talk statistically how we got to our score of 28-7. On the Cedarville side of the ledger, they put 110 yards in the air, 9 of 16 passing from the junior Jackson Piles for 110 yards. They had 18 first half yards on the ground for a total of 128 first half yards. They did commit 2 turnovers, a pair of interceptions. One was the pick six. The other one was the interception by Bombauer to end the half. Total of 128 yards of offense. 4 catches for 68 yards for Jackson Howdy Shell. The leading rusher is the quarterback, Jackson Piles, had 8 yards. Also 3 catches by the tight end, Eli Walker, for 32 yards. They had 6 first downs, 1 penalty, and they had 5 punts. On the Cardinals side of the ledger, statistically speaking, they had 56 yards through the air, 6 of 9 passing for David Homan and an interception. Leading receiver for the Cardinals, Hunter Schaefer, for 32 yards. He's got 1 catch. Also with catches, Aaron Tiemann, Ben Saylor, Blake Suchland, and Dylan Bombauer. Leading rusher, though, for the Cardinals, the big story on the night offensively, 13 carries, 165 for Hunter Schaefer as the Cardinals kick off for another touchback. So Cedarville will start out at their own 20. Holman 3 carries for 17 yards. Dylan Bombauer had 1 carry for 11 yards. Cardinals put up 193 on the ground, so a total of 249. But 2 turnovers cost the Cardinals potential additional points. 1 for sure, that interception in the end zone. So Cardinals 2 scores in the first quarter, 2 scores in the second quarter. Cedarville scored in the second quarter, and that's how we got to our score of 28-7. And so Cedarville now going to start at their own 20-yard line. "12 minutes on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. And we'll try to get you some score updates as we go along through the evening. Piles intercepted by Dylan Bombauer. He's got a lane to the end zone. It's the second pick six of the night. Cardinals. Dylan Bombauer to the house. His second interception. What a way to start the half. Dylan Bombauer, 2 picks. One of them is a pick 6, and just like that, bada boom, bada bing, here we go. How about that? Cardinal faithful, a little fired up. Hunter Schaefer on to try the extra point. And the Cardinals, 1 more score. Maybe they can get themselves a running clock, get out of here quickly, as Hunter Schaefer puts it through the upright. So with 11:52, 8 seconds into the third quarter, Cardinals, Dylan Bombauer, the senior linebacker, reads Piles, pick 6 to the end zone here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Boy, just like that, 8 seconds. Shortest drive I've seen all season right there. Cedarville starts throwing 20 following a touchback on the kickoff by Schaefer. And then Piles back to pass. And Dylan Bombauer steps in front of it with nobody home. And he makes a house call, and there's another one into the end zone. And the Cardinals now ready to pin their ears back and come at them with a 4-touchdown lead to start the second half. Very interested at this point, I think, in getting a running clock going and getting this game moving. Because now at this point, barring any major collapse, you got to believe the Cardinals will hold on and win this. So now they got to be thinking, let's get out of here. Let's be healthy about this. And let's get ready for week 12. But there's a whole second half to go, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Cedarville now 1st and 10 from their 20. Piles in the shotgun. He's got coffee and a little slant to Handy Shell, unable to hang on to that one. Howdy Shell, excuse me. So Jackson Piles now 9 of 18 for 110 yards, but the big statistic that'll go down in the books as the difference maker in this one, the Cardinals able to pick him off 3 times, twice for scores. So 14 of those 35 points have come from the defense tonight for the Cardinals. So great job by the Cardinal defense as Piles with 2 receivers right, 1 left. Keeps it. And boy, he had his man. Josh Flora had to turn around all the way around to come and get that, unable to pull it down. Caleb Keller, the freshman, number 3, back there on defense. Excuse me, that was Cale Tangeman. I thought that was a 3. So pass falls incomplete. 3rd and 10 now for the Indians. Looking around the scoreboard, Riverside 14, Lehman Catholic 10. Watching that one close. If DeGraff hangs on to win that, the Cardinals will head out there if they win this one. And if LC, Lehman Catholic, can pull off the win, they will come to New Bremen if New Bremen hangs on. So want to watch that one very closely. As Piles keeps it, and here come the Cardinals. Ben Saylor's all over him and pulls him down. Big sack all the way back to the 8-yard line, loss of 12. So big 4th down as Ben Saylor goes back there and gets a sack for the Cardinals. And I believe I saw Ben Saylor on the hot list, the MAC all-conference team. I believe he's a second-team linebacker. Let's have a look at that, shall we? So now you've got Howdy Shell at the back of his end zone, just gets it off. And Grant Dickey going to go ahead and fall on it right at the 49. So the Cardinals with great field position. So again, your Cardinal first-teamers, all MAC, Hayden Zeller, the punter, kicker Hunter Schaefer, guard Marcus Spielman, safety David Holman. On the second-team list, center Nolan Kenning, quarterback David Holman, defensive end Carter Elking, inside linebacker Evan Eink, outside linebacker Ben Saylor, and corner Aaron Tiemann. Honorable mention Cardinals include Dylan Bombauer, Grant Dickey, Jack Saylor. So congratulations to those Cardinals for the all-conference honors. And now the give is to Hunter Schaefer. He's going to swing around the right side. He's met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Indians. The pile surges forward as Schaefer for 14 carries, 167 on the night for the senior running back. Another great night at the office for Schaefer, as he's known here in town. Also on the scoreboard, Coldwater over North Union at the half, 28-0. Marion Local 31-0 over Anna at the half. Fort Loramie 17-14 over St. Henry. And Minster all over Mac foe, the Fort Recovery Indians. Now we'll go Schaefer left, and he's through a seam, dragging a guy for first down yardage out to the 40.
Schaefer will take it right up the middle. He's brought down at the 40.
Gain of about 10.
We're to be 1st and 10 Cardinals.
Gain of 9, 1st and 10 Cardinals. David Holman, the quarterback. He's got Hunter Schaefer off his left hip. 2 receivers. That's Grant Dickey wide. Aaron Tiemann in the slot. Holman's going to drop back. He's going to throw. Going to float one out for Sailors behind the defense. Catches him in stride, and he's going home. 40-yard pitch and catch. David Holman to Ben Saylor. Yeah. Holman just stood there, let Saylor get behind the D, and dropped it in the breadbasket. He hit Ben Saylor in stride. Man, that was a pretty play. So the Cardinals hang another quick touchdown within 3 minutes. Actually, just over 2 minutes. Cardinals have put 14 on the board as Hunter Schaefer looks to kick another one. "40 yards. What a pretty throw that was. And here's your kick. Kick is up. Kick is good. And with 9:42 to go on the First National Bank scoreboard, New Bremen 42, Cedarville 7, here on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to New Bremen High School. Hunter Schaefer set to kick again. 9:40, clock runs as we have entered the running clock zone. Anytime you exceed a 30-point margin in the second half of a high school football game in the state of Ohio, you're going to get a running clock. So the only time the clock will stop now is a change of possession. And that will be returned by Howdy Shell. And Cedarville now going to start at their own 25. .905 and running on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Thank you for joining me. My name is Scott Fry. And going to be a little bit quicker second half if the Cardinals can keep this margin between the score. 42-7, Cardinals up all over Cedarville. Jackson Piles going to hand off to Colt Coffey. Coffey will gain about 3. 5 carries now on the night, 4 yards net. Cardinal defense has been quite stingy when it comes to the run game. The Indians have only been able to gain 9 yards on the ground so far net. So that Cardinal run D has done the job. Through the air, Cedarville is 9 of 19, 110 yards. Leading receiver, 4 catches, 68 yards for Jackson Howdy Shell. And they'll go right back to him. He goes up the ladder with the catch. Aaron Tiemann will ride him out of bounds. And they'll mark him a gain of 6. That's his 5th catch of the night. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1 now for the Indians, and they've got the ball at the 34. So Cardinals would love nothing more than to force a punt here, get the ball back, and keep working on this clock. Cardinals look like they are bringing the defense, and they are. And Colt Coffey is going to gain just enough yardage. Nice run right up the middle. Jonathan Heitkamp in there on the stop for the Cardinals. Wears number 44. That's a gain of about 2. And more importantly for the Ville, as they're known by their faithful, for the Indians. They have picked up a first down, and the clock continues to roll. Almost down to 7 minutes here in the third quarter on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. This drive started at the Cedarville 25. They've picked up a first down. They're out of the 36. Piles in the backfield. He's got Colt Coffey on his right hip. One receiver each side, tight end left. Here comes the blitz. And, man, nice catch right there by the tight end. That is Ethan Walker. And now the ball's down, and the Cardinals have it. Fumble recovery. Grant Dickey. How about it? That's his second turnover of the night. So nice pitch and catch. It's only about a 2-yard gain. That'll go in the books as a completed pass to Eli Walker. And then he fumbled it. And so the Cardinals will take over now at the Cedarville 35. So things just not getting better for first-year coach Brian Bogenschutz and the Cedarville Indians as the bounces going the Cardinals' way. That's the 4th turnover of the night. Second one of the second half. We're just 6 minutes through the third quarter, so halfway through the third quarter. Cardinals start at the Cedarville 35. And now we're getting some new Cardinals in there. This is number 8, Brady Keller.
Bussy hands off to number 8, Brady Keller.
And we've got a new quarterback, Rylan Bussy. Rylan Bussy is a sophomore, the heir apparent to the position once David Holman graduates. David, of course, a senior this year, has had a stellar career at the quarterback position for the Cardinals. And so now Rylan Bussy is going to get his chance. 6'3", 200, big kid. In the backfield with him, off of his left hip, this is Brady Keller. Hayden Zeller wide left, and now Bussy's going to carry it. Big boy, here he goes over the 40. Close to the line of scrimmage. Brady Keller had lost 4, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. As Keller had lost 4, Bussy catches 3 yards of it back, so 3rd down and 11 at the 36. Clock continues to run here in the third. Boy, big night for the Cardinal defense. What can you say? 2 interceptions in the first half. One was a pick 6. And then a pick 6 to open the second half, and then a fumble recovery on this drive. And the big story of the night, the Cardinal defense getting it done. Brady Kelly now on the right hip. We're going to get a procedural call. And no, we're going to get a timeout, precision strip timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Cardinals took it. So with 4:19 to go here in the third, New Bremen all over Cedarville, 42-7 here on NKTelco Sports. Welcome back to New Bremen High School. A couple of scores. Versailles 41, National Trail 0. Cavaliers of Coldwater up 31-0 over North Union. Fort Loramie now a 10-point lead over St. Henry, 24-14. And Bussy's wrapped up in the backfield. Nice job getting back there for the Indians. Liam Harris, number 53, leading the charge. Also back there, Ethan Whitaker, number 61. And that is a loss of 6 for the Cardinal signal caller. So that'll bring Hayden Zeller on to punt. Just the second punt of the night for the Cardinals. Been pretty darn efficient. They have had a couple turnovers. Zeller going to try to pin Howdy Shell back there. He's going to let it go. Takes a huge Cedarville bounce. And so the Indians will get the ball at their own 19 to start this one. Nope, they're going to mark it out at the 20. So with 3:15 and running on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard here in the third quarter, Cedarville now going to get a chance to see what they can do against some new Cardinals. Try to get you some of these numbers of these youngsters coming in. And this is why playoff football is great, especially for, obviously, on the Cardinals side. Now you're getting a bunch of JV guys, freshmen and sophomores, who are going to get reps at game speed in a playoff game under the lights. This is stuff you just can't get in practice. So, again, more teams get into the playoffs, more teams improve their programs if things work well. 3 receivers left for Piles. Back to pass over the head of Flora. That one will fall incomplete. Cale Tangeman in coverage. Jonathan Heitkamp over there to help. So 2nd down and 10. Cardinals up front. They've got Noah Kelly, 74. Number 59, Ben Ransbottom, a sophomore. Ben's a junior. Number 22 is out there. That's Brett Schaefer, another junior. In at linebacker, Jonathan Heitkamp wears number 44. Number 8, Brady Kelly. Number 9, Jackson Leonards, junior. Cale Tangeman, number 2 at corner. They'll get this one to Colt Coffey, and Rylan Bussey wraps him up for a loss of 2. So the leading back here for the Indians, 7 carries for 4 yards. Boy, the Cardinals have just erased the Indians' run game tonight. 136 and running. 3rd and 12 here for the Indians. Also on the field for the Cardinals, number 80. On defense, that's Owen Rindler. Number's tough to read. Piles back to pass. He's going to hit Ethan Walker, and the pass is broken up as Jonathan Heitkamp arrives at the same time as the football. So 11 for 23 passing tonight for Jackson Piles. 3 picks, 118 yards. And they're going to have to send Howdy Shell
there's no one out there.
Back to pass. Or back to pass. How about back to punt? Aaron Tiemann stands at midfield for the Cardinals. 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd. And Cedarville's missing a guy. As you see Cameron Lloyd, the freshman, jogging out there. And boy, you seen Howdy Shell. Looked like he was going to do something with it and ends up punting that one out of bounds off the side of his foot. Would have been better served to just blast it downfield. So the Cardinals will be benefactors of a short punt. And they will have the ball in Cedarville territory. See where they mark it. Looks like it's going to be at the 38. So 1st and 10, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. So the Cardinals looking like they are in good shape to advance to Week 12, 42-7 over Cedarville here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium at New Bremen High School. Scott Fry here with you as we start the 4th quarter. Cardinals up big, 42-7. A couple of pick sixes on the night for the Cardinals. Total of 4 turnovers. We're going to go jet sweep. And man, oh man, nice hit there as Carlos Velasco runs into a Mack truck. And that Mack truck is named Jackson Piles. And number 4, Armin Walker. Loss of 1 for Carlos Velasco, the 5'7", 150-pound senior. So 2nd down and 11 now for the Cardinals. As again, Rylan Bussey gives to Brady Kelly. He's going to try the right side over the 40, 45. Kelly picks up 7. Eli Walker on the stop.
Down to about the 33 where he's brought down by number 7, Eli
It's
Walker.
Keller, I apologize. Brady Keller. Sorry about that, Brady. Keller, a sophomore, 5'8", 157. Hard runner there, you see. Gain of about 6 on the play. Ball rests at the Cedarville 33. They will send Wokley Gugeg out to the slot left. Also out there with him, number 42, Carson Keller. A lot of Kellers on the field. Here goes Brady Keller, and man, he is going to be run down by that Cedarville defense. His forward progress will lose him 4.
Keller stopped for no gain by number 53, Liam Harris.
Nice job there by Liam Harris, number 53, and number 61, Ethan Whitaker. Also in on the stop, number 74, Caden Odon, just blowing that thing up. So 4th and 10. Cardinals will go ahead and punt this one. And at this point, again, things looking fairly academic. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go, and a running clock on the First National Bank scoreboard. Cardinals up 42-7 if you're just joining us. Big night, 15 carries, 176 yards for Hunter Schaefer. And a couple of pick sixes as the Cardinals going to down this one at the 1. And they do. Boy, nice special teams play there. 39-yard punt down to the 1-yard line. So Cedarville going to start at their own 1-yard line as if things could have gotten any worse. A couple score updates. The one that matters most here, DeGraff Riverside Pirates now have extended their lead over Lehman Catholic. The Cavaliers down 21-10 to DeGraff. And why do we care? Well, if Lehman were to win that, they would have to come here, which would give the Cardinals a second home playoff game, which is always nice, especially when faced with the alternative of having to drive clear out to southern Logan County to DeGraff, which is all the way over on 235. That's a long drive from here because there's just no straight shot to get there. So if that score holds, 21-10, DeGraff is up. If that holds, the Cardinals will be headed east to Logan County next week. And a Wildcat snap in the end zone. Cardinals stand him up. First forward progress will get him to the 2, gain of a yard.
Number 4, Armin Walker.
They just ran their wide receiver Walker back there. 3rd carry of the night, 5 total yards for Walker. Smart move there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just get that ball out of the end zone. 2nd down and 9 now for Cedarville. The clock continues to run, approaching the 9-minute mark here in quarter 4. Other scores, Coldwater is up 38-0 now over North Union. Marion Local 38-0 over Anna. So the MAC doing MAC things. There's another run. Going right side, gain of a yard. Nolan Kenning in there on the stop.
Number 4, Armin Walker, the ball carrier, picks up a couple.
Give him 3 on that. So out to the 5. So there's at least some breathing room for the Indians as it's 3rd down and 6 at the 5. As they leave Walker in at quarterback in the shotgun. And he's going to look to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. Intended for Jackson Miller, number 21.
Incomplete, intended for number 21, Jackson Miller. Brings up 4th down.
So back to punt from his end line, deep in his own end zone. This is Jackson Howdyshell. He's kicked some really nice punts tonight, but he's also had a couple of really short ones off the side of his foot. He has an interesting delivery. He runs to his right and runs into the punt. And on the last one, it looked like he was trying to decide if he wanted to run it out of there or not, and I think it backfired. And here's another short, high punt. This one's going to bounce at the 33, 34, and it'll be down at the 35. So the Cardinals now just in a exercise of punting back and forth. 7:22. Clock stops with change of possession. They'll wind it as soon as they get the ball down. Once again, I'd like to thank Athletic Director Chad Wells, for his hospitality. Also like to congratulate the Lady Cardinal volleyballers. Big match last night against Marion Local in an all-MAC district final up in Wapakoneta. And New Bremen all over that one. 3 straight sets. They downed the Flyers to advance to the regional round, and they'll be headed down south next week. I believe they play again on Tuesday as Brady Keller will take that handoff.
He's brought down by number 21.
He will pick up a yard. 4 carries for 8 yards. So hats off to Coach Diana Kramer, her 175th win. That's kind of a big deal. Cardinals having success, just 1 loss this season for the volleyball team, to the Marion Local Flyers, actually. Cardinals share the MAC championship this year with the Coldwater Cavaliers, who they beat in MAC play. And Brady Keller is going to break this one for 12. And that'll be a Cardinal first down, so nice run right there off the left side for the sophomore running back. And so now you're kind of seeing the future of Cardinal football here. Probably a good dose of Brady Keller and Rylan Bussey next season once these seniors vacate. 14th first down of the night for the Cardinals as the clock continues to run on the First National Bank scoreboard down near the 6-minute mark. In at wide receiver now, Aiden Cox, number 17, the senior. Nice to see these seniors have worked in the football program for 4 years, able to get some action. Here goes Kelly over the left side, and man, he's going to be run out of bounds inside the 10.
He's knocked out of bounds by number 21, Jackson Miller.
Gain of 14.
First and 10 for the Cardinals, just outside.
Nope, gain of 12, my apologies. But another Cardinal first down, and more importantly, just keeps the clock churning. 5:38 to go here in the 4th. Want to make sure you stick around. When we wrap this one up, when we go final, we'll take a quick break. I'll add up some stats, and we'll come back on for a quick Wagner's IGA stats and highlights and wrap this one up. Sure do thank you for hanging out with us tonight. So Minster with a win is going to face the winner of Mechanicsburg-Lockland. And if Fort Loramie wins, let's see, they are playing St. Henry. Excuse me. They will take on the winner of Charleston Southeastern and Cincinnati College Prep. That's a 7-10 matchup. Loss of 3 on that run there. St. Henry was playing Fort Loramie pretty tough, but it looks like Loramie now with a 10-point lead. Fort Loramie, number 2 seed in the bracket, had a great season. Here goes Keller now, left side, following his blockers. Very patient runner like Hunter Schaefer. And Keller's going to pick up
Number 8, Brady Keller takes a handoff.
9.
He'll take it down to about the 5. Brings up 3rd down.
So 8 carries, 38 yards. 3rd down and about 4 at the Cedarville 5-yard line. Again, Cardinals just trying to grind out this clock and get this game over with. Senior Wokley Gugeg, number 20, going to bring in the play. He'll line up as a slot receiver. He'll line up as a tight end. He'll line up as a back. He'll play linebacker. Very versatile player. Very skilled athlete here for the Cardinals. Most of the time, second team action. He'll get some starts at linebacker from time to time. Gets around the left side. Gugeg, and he's going to be down near the goal line. He's got a first down. And he's going to be in. Cardinal touchdown. How about that? Wokley Gugeg with the score. I'm going to stand up and clap on that one. That young man has had 2 really catastrophic knee injuries in his career. One in 7th grade and one as a sophomore, I believe. So Wokley Gugeg caps off his senior campaign, final home game on Cardinal turf, and that old boy's in the end zone. How about that run? How nice is that? Congratulations, Wokley. 3:39 to go. Love to see it, man. That young man's had a rough football career. 2 big knee injuries. And I'll tell you, he is absolutely in pristine condition, that young man. And Kai Eastham with the extra point. And we'll just go ahead and keep it here. So that brings our score 49-7. Congratulations to Wokley Gugeg on that run. That is dynamite. Love to see it. So the Cardinals just waiting for a decision. What's going to happen over in DeGraff, Ohio, as the Pirates lead the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. 21-10 is the last score I got. DeGraff wins. Cardinals go to DeGraff.
28-10.
And it looks like, yep, according to my buddy Joel Niekamp, it is now DeGraff 28-10. I would say that's probably all she wrote for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. So the Cardinals obviously going to come away with a win tonight. They will go on the road by all accounts with an 8-3 record, and they will likely see the Riverside Pirates, red, white, and blue, and they will come in 8-3 record. I believe they're in the Northwest County Conference or some NWCC. Lehman also in that conference. That's Fort Laramie was in that conference for a few years. Fort Laramie now an independent. Man, they played a brutal schedule. And Fort Laramie finished the year 8-2. Great season, number 2 in the bracket here. And this is Jackson Miller with it. Gets away up the left side. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that is not Miller. That's a different one. That is Jackson Howdy Shell. Okay, this man does it all for Coach Bogenschutz and the Cedarville Indians. And the Indians will start at their own 41. Just a disastrous start to the second half for Cedarville. First play from scrimmage, they were at their own 20, threw an interception. Dylan Bombauer took it 20 yards to the house. That got us 35-7. And then they had to punt. Cardinals' next drive, David Holman hits Ben Saylor, 40-yard touchdown. And then the next drive, Cedarville fumbles. So a really tough stretch there. The first 4 minutes of the third quarter pretty much nailed the coffin shut. And that pass falls incomplete. We had a receiver cutting in. That was number 6. Josh Cottrell. Will Mossing now in at quarterback, the freshman. Josh Cottrell, also a freshman. So Cedarville will drop to 5-6 on the campaign. Nice to get in the playoffs, get that extra week of practice. Nice run, 2-yard gain. And in there on the stop is Cardinals number 50. That's Jalen Powell. Jalen's a freshman. Gain of 2 for Christian. 2 carries, 7 yards on the night as the clock continues to run. We're under 2 minutes. There will be no 2-minute warning. Cardinals now going real deep into the roster. 77, Clint Voris, a junior, in the middle of that defense. And boy, coming back there to make the sack for the Cardinals, number 65, Jacob Osterfeld, the sophomore, 6 foot, 177, as he throws Mossing for a loss.
By number 65, Jacob Osterfeld brings up 4th down.
And that's going to be a loss of 5. And that'll bring the punt unit on for Cedarville with 1:04 left on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. As the clock runs, they will have to punt as the play clock is down to 10. And this will be Howdy Shell for, I believe, his 8th punt. And man, he pounds that one well over the head of the Cardinal that's back there. And they will down it. Derek Orr does the honors, and the Cardinals will get this one at their own 10. And I'm going to guess with 38 seconds on the clock, they will take a knee, and that'll probably do it. So congratulations to Chris Schmidt. And the Cardinals, I believe his playoff record is 11-4. Should be 12-4 now after this one. 8th year for Chris Schmidt. He will be the coach credited with flipping this program from almost defunct to a state title in 6 seasons. Not too shabby. And 2 seasons later, he's on to week 12. This is the week 12 is the week they bowed out last year. They went down to Tri-Village and lost to the Patriots in a, I believe that would have been like district semifinal. Week 2 at any rate. And so the Cardinals now with two backs, one on either side of Bussy. Bussy will take a knee, victory formation. And that is going to do it for this one. So, the Cardinals victorious on their final home game of the year, assuming DeGraff holds on to win. They take down Cedarville, week one of the playoffs, 49-7. Don't go away. I'm going to give you a quick look at the scoring and stats and highlights when we come back. Cardinals victorious here on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Cardinal Country here. Cardinal Stadium, New Bremen High School. As you see the Cardinals down on the home sideline getting a final alma mater for these seniors on their field, and they come away feeling pretty darn good. They have taken a week one victory in the playoffs. So week 11 a success. Cardinals record jumps to 8-3. They will likely face Riverside at DeGraff Riverside in Logan County next week, as DeGraff is up 28-10 over Lehman Catholic late there. Let's tell you how we got here. At the half, it was 28-7. Crestview. How about Cedarville? Cedarville, I have CVs on my score sheet here. So Cedarville starts their opening drive of the third quarter at their own 20. And the first play from scrimmage results in a pick six. Dylan Bombauer making a house call from 20 yards out. So 8 seconds off the clock. Cardinals are up 35-7. Cedarville's next drive, 3 and out, punt. Cardinals get at their own 49. They go 51 yards on the drive, 40-yard pass from David Holman to Ben Saylor for David's lone touchdown pass of the night. Puts them up 42-7. Next drive, Cedarville fumbles. Cardinals take over at the Cedarville 35. They end up having to punt. They can't make a first down there, and then from then on, it's an exchange of punts until very late in the fourth quarter. Cardinals take over on the Cedarville 35 after a very short punt, and they pounded in on a 4-yard run for the senior Wokley Guge, getting his first ever varsity touchdown, I believe, and pretty cool, man. He gets that touchdown on his final play, final game, I should say, here at Cardinal Stadium, and that brings us to our final score of 49-7. The Cardinals, let's talk about stats and yardage and so forth real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. Total yards for the Indians, they had 128 at the half. They ended up with 124, so the Cardinal defense just erased 4 yards in the second half. Total of 4 turnovers, 2 pick sixes, an interception in the first half, and a fumble recovery for Cedarville. And those turnovers really did a number on them. On the Cardinal side of the ledger, David Holman was 7 of 10 passing, very efficient, 96 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. 239 on the ground, led by 15 carries, 176 yards. The highlight of that was a 70-yard touchdown run by Hunter Schaefer. 2 touchdowns tonight for Hunter Schaefer. Total of 239 on the ground for the Cardinals. So yardage total for the Cardinals, 335. Total of 2 turnovers. Very cleanly played game, only 1 penalty apiece. Cardinals only had to punt the ball twice. So Cardinal scores, Hunter Schaefer, 4-yard touchdown run. Gavin Dickey, 76-yard pick six. Schaefer, 70-yard touchdown run. David Holman, 4-yard touchdown run. Dylan Bombauer, 20-yard pick six. Holman to Saylor, 40-yard touchdown pass. Wokley Gugeg, 4-yard touchdown run. That gets us to 49-7. So one last time, from New Bremen, I'm Scott Fry, cameraman Mark Fissel. We thank you all very much for hanging out with us. It's New Bremen 49, Cedarville 7 here on NKTelco Sports.